Hi guys, it's JT here. With this video today, I want to do something slightly different. So if you know, you might know, you might not know, but I've written a book which is out on Amazon. It's called Managers Are Not Leaders. Now, often when you see a book, you might read the back, you might see something at the front. You might not be sure whether you want to read it, whether you want to buy it, whether it can be of any use to you, because you're like, well, I don't see many reviews, or can't see inside, I can't see a sample, anything like that. So what I wanted to do is just take you through, actually just read a couple bits from the book, write down the contents of what I actually cover in this book, right? So I'm not going to go through the back because you can read that on Amazon, right? Or you can read it here if you pause the video, whether you can pause the video or not. But I wanted to just quick paragraph. This is something that I've wanted to share with this book when I started writing it. Like, writing a book is something that I never thought I could do. It was a way for me to actually test my knowledge, to see if I had enough knowledge to be able to share my message and positively impact your life and share this information with you. So I thought, I'm just going to start writing. Maybe that's the way I will use to do it. And eventually I started to structure it, and I realized I had a book's worth. There was over 20,000 words. I could have made it longer, I could have made it complicated, but that wasn't me, that wasn't authentic to me. So that's why I wanted to break down this little bit here. Trust, value, and simplicity. Leadership does not need to be more complicated than that. And this is what you'll get from this book. How to bring leadership to your life in a simple format that's value to your life, but information that you can trust, because it's information that really has worked. It's practical life information. This isn't theory, this is stuff that actually works. So I'm just going to go into the contents of basically what I discuss, right? So the idea of the whole leadership concept is, I've looked at leadership and thought, how can I make this more simple? How have I and other people applied this to their daily lives? So I've looked at leadership and broken it down to 3 core areas. Core area number 1 is adaptability, right? Core area number 2 is the right behaviors of a leader. And number 3 is experience. So adaptability is all about the tools of how you can become adaptable and adapt to any situation by focusing on 4 elements, right? Core area number 1, that's adaptability. Go into number 2, which is right behaviors. So what I go into 10 right behaviors. So these are behaviors which, again, very simple. If you just remember the headings, you can think about these in any situation. So if you're in a dilemma, or you're having a problem at work, whether it's your family, a social situation, you can think about these behaviors and think, well, actually, how can I use this leadership behavior in this situation? And really, it will work. So just to cover the 10 right behaviors, you've got communication, sovereignty, language, presence, listening, authenticity, connections, trust, and the compass, and confidence, not ego, right? So I just want to make sure I get the headings right. In any situation, you can look at that. So for example, if you was in a leadership dilemma at work, or you was in an interview, right? Say you're having an interview and someone asked you, how did you find that challenge, or how did you overcome that challenge, right? You can go into your situation and think, okay, this was the situation, how did I overcome that? Boom, I looked at communication, listening, I listened to the people around me, right? Language, what kind of language did I use to overcome that issue? Compass, that's all about decision making. How did I become an effective decision maker? Authenticity, how did I be myself, or how did I use my authentic values to overcome that challenge? Presence, how did I use my presence in that situation to take command and become a leader in that situation? How did I drop my ego and use confidence, right? So that's 7. There's so many things. Trust, how did I build trust with the team in that situation to become the leader, right? That's the 10 behaviors. That's why this is actually practical information that actually works in real life. This isn't just theory or me telling you about how some people back in the past have become good leaders, but they don't actually tell you how it's done. This is actual practical information. And then core area 3, experience. This is all about how using two types of experience can help you in any situation. So that was really me just breaking down the book, just to give you a bit more of an insight, more than that you just see on Amazon on the back, a bit more of an insight into what's actually in the book. If you're interested in buying it, there'll be a link below in the description, which takes you to Amazon. So there's a link for America and there's a link for Europe in the description. Please, if you're interested, go to the link, click on it, go click to buy, have a read, and then I would love if you can leave me a comment on Amazon or a review on what you actually thought about the book. Also, if you're loving these videos, if you're loving the value, click subscribe, as it really helps me continue to share my positive message. Thank you very much for listening. This is JT signing out.